So Karanja, it's great to be here with you and to have spent the last several days together and to kick off this project. And as the executive director of SOWED, so much experience working with government and schools and health systems and everything here in Kenya. First of all, I'm thrilled to be working with you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. I think it's going to be an exciting partnership. But I really wanted to ask for your impressions about the last 3 days that we've spent with the teachers. What kind of feedback you've gotten, what kind of insights you've gained through doing the training. I know you've done our training before, but of course each time you do it, you get something new. What did you get that was new?
Thank you, Steve. It's actually absolutely good to be here. Thank you, welcome, and welcome to Kenya. It is exciting working with Youth First Kenya project and working with CorStone. It has been 3 days of learning. I'm glad that we have had to mobilize teachers from Kajiado and Tharaka Nithi to participate in the project. And the response from the teachers is absolutely awesome. I like that I've just been speaking with the County Teacher Service Commission Director, who is actually very, very much impressed and invites us to his office tomorrow. He's unable to make it today. He thinks that the training that we are having with teachers and based on the curriculum we are using, that this is very, very important for our schools and for our students who are going through adolescence.
Fantastic.
And the transition from primary to secondary school in Kenya is one of the major issues that our government is grappling with right now. You understand that from the year 2002, we had free primary education introduced in school, but we have been having challenges related to retention of learners in school. Retaining them in school has been an issue, and partly that is explained by the fact that they are going through a very difficult adolescence stage, which is a stage in transition, yet it is very, very stormy. A lot of school dropouts are associated, here in Kenya, are associated with inability of our pupils at a very critical stage in adolescence to be able to understand themselves and what changes are going on with them, and to understand how they relate with their immediate environment around them. And therefore you realize that the skills that this training for the last 3 days is giving to teachers, which is actually also going to get to the students, to the learners, is very, very important in helping them to resolve the challenges they are going through, including problem solving and other skills that are very important for them to remain in school.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, some of course we're talking about completely different cultures, completely different countries, but I've noticed some similar issues here with what we've grappled with in India. And very briefly, those are a mix of, from the government side, getting schools built fast enough, getting trained teachers fast enough out there to deal with increasing populations of youth and more and more youth coming to school, and at the same time grappling with what's the best way to engage a family so that they really support having their child in school. So I'm just curious, from your perspective, which side do you think will be more challenging for the program? Is it going to be sort of working with the parents to understand the importance of the program, or would you think it's more going to be a challenge working with the government to help them to understand how we could incorporate this into education and learning curriculum?
We piloted this project in a number of schools in the last 1 month.